relational beings who seek relationship with others. While there are many different types of relationships, from relationship with friends, coworkers, family members, I'm going to talk about a relationship with significant other. More specifically, I'll be talking about the relationship with possibly having a soulmate. In Plato's Symposium, he states that according to Greek mythology, the people were originally created with 4 arms, 4 legs, and a head with 2 faces. Fearing their powers, Zeus split them up into 2 beings, forcing them to spend their lives searching for their other halves. Plato's concept is interesting because it shows that potential that there is someone out there specifically made for you. You might have relationships that will fail, and that is inevitable, but Plato's concept goes to show that just because something doesn't work out with insert name here doesn't mean that it's not going to work out in the future. It just leads you one step closer to finding your soulmate. Some of you might not believe that there is another half, just because it seems kind of ridiculous to think that someone out there needs to complete you, and that's completely understandable. But I'm here to say that to think of it as you as a whole person finding someone that will enhance you, and you together can both become happier and feel more complete. The twin flames theory ties in with Plato's concept. With this theory, it essentially suggests that there is one person and another person, and their bond is so strong that when they come together, when the situation and the timing is right, they have an undeniable bond and can make up the ultimate romantic relationship. The unity that stems from this relationship allows for happiness and a sense of completeness in the relationship. The final concept I will introduce is the red string of fate. It's from the Chinese culture, so essentially one string is tied to one finger and then the other string is tied to the other person, and the thread can get tangled and twisted, but essentially it doesn't break, and the people are essentially meant to be together. So time and time again, these paths might tangle and twist, but essentially the paths will cross and meet. So this is another situation where the other half comes into play. I think some people get so focused on finding their soulmate or twin flame and relying on fate that sometimes they don't work on the relationships that they currently have. And I'm here to serve as a reminder that you have to work on the relationships you have. You can't just seek these relationships if you're not working on the ones you currently have. So whatever relationship you might have, if you work on it, ultimately you can create something that can last and something that has a lot of love and happiness. And each relationship takes a lot of work and dedication, whether that is with your soulmate or not. I know that in this decade that we live in, some people can think that love is a swipe away, and that may very well be for some people. It can be a few swipes away, but when you do find it, you still have to work on the relationship. And while I like to think that there's a specific person made and tailored just for you, I don't want to go thinking that each relationship that enters my life, oh, well, if this one doesn't work out, I can just move on to the next one, because maybe that one's my soulmate. So just as you need to plant a tree and wait for it to grow and bloom and become fruitful, sometimes you need to embark on relationships with a mindset that if you take the time and the dedication and put work, this can be something that works out in the end. So who knows? You might be shaping up your own fate and destiny because of the actions and the dedication that you put forth. Yes, soulmates are possible, but it's not guaranteed that every person will meet theirs or will stay with theirs, and that's life. And I'll like to end with these 2 pictures. You meet thousands of people and none of them really touch you. Then you meet one person and your life has changed forever. And then the other picture states, and then my soul saw you and it kind of went, oh, there you are. I've been looking for you. So if you find someone who touches your soul and they enter your life, I say give it a shot and fight for the relationship, because it might just work out. Thank you.